Omnimovie uses full-size VHS tapes, plays Hollywood movies, or your own.
Retro review is right. It is a Showgirls episode. Hey, welcome back to the Bat Mark Movie Show. We are doing a retro review this week. This week, that movie is Showgirls. We decided America needed to heal in the wake of our election season, and we could not think of a better way to do that than with something we can all enjoy, Showgirls.
By the way, what a crazy way to end the horror season.
Yeah. Dude, it has literally, I know this seems like such a tired thing to say, but it has felt like one big episode of Black Mirror since our horror show. Like, we've been watching these weird movies, then this crazy thing happened in real life, and then last
real
night real life horror, and then last night I was watching Showgirls and I was like, this is the ending of my Black Mirror episode. You know, it would go like really surreal. Like, I would go to sleep and then Elizabeth Berkley would come out of the shadows, right? This like
Dancing.
fucking entity. She starts dancing around.
That actually sounds like some horror movie that I watched.
It's like an A24 horror movie, maybe. Yeah. You just need Hugh Grant. Yes.
Shit, I want to see that so bad.
I want to see that too. I want to see a bunch of new movies, Mark, but I cannot get fucking motivated to go my ass to the theater at all.
Did you see Here?
No. Did you?
I didn't see Conclave.
Did you see No. So
By the way, Matt and I were supposed to see these old man movies, and we're so fucking old.
We didn't make it
up to their titles.
At this point, I'm just gonna watch Here and Conclave in my home. I'm just gonna wait. I don't care. I did make it to the theater for something, but I will leave that for my Rex.
You lucky bastard. Okay.
Well, before we get to our main review, let's quickly do some quick housekeeping. You know, find us on the socials, Instagram, at the Matt and Mark Movie Show, YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Do check out our episodes, like and subscribe to us there. And voicemail, and I'm going to shame Jeff. So, Jeff's like responding to our shit on Instagram. Cool Showgirls. Wow, amazing, fun. I was like, Jeff, what? You know we as a nation are hurting. Why don't you give the people what they want, Jeff? Why don't you call in with a Jeff voicemail? And that fucking guy disappeared.
You were going to say he left one and you were going to play it.
I wish, dude. I wish. Jeff from Love of Cinema, in America's time of need, know this. He abandoned you. Jeff is like, he's like our Bernie Sanders. He just vanished. Yeah. He only appears when you're like, oh, there he is again. And then he's gone for 6 months. So yes, our voicemail, 707-948-6707. Call us. Don't be like Jeff. Call us and play. We will play your voicemail. I can't even talk. Play your voicemail.
If you say it, we'll play it. Oh shit, that's good.
Oh, look at you. That's when you got some good brain power today. I can tell. I can tell you got a couple marbles rolling around today. I don't have shit. I got fucking Cheetos upstairs is what I got. I got
There's
nothing.
That big dump I took before the show.
It emptied up. It freed your life, freed your soul.
Now the shit comes out of my mouth.
The shit has left my colon, and it comes out of my brain. So here's some big shit, though. Speaking of big shit, before we review the movie, if you want to scrub ahead to our review, check the show notes for showtimes and all that. But before we get to Showgirls, Mark and I are going to debut a brand new segment. We haven't had a new segment on this show in a fucking long time. Yeah. It's so new, we don't even have any theme song or anything for it. We'll rectify that in the future. But I want to give credit where credit is due. Mark came up with this segment, so if you don't like it, take it up with him.
All the time people start fucking calling.
Now's when you fuckers call. Mark came up with this idea. Mark was like, hey, I'm back in the physical media game, and so now I care about physical media. Let's do a physical media segment on this show.
I might as well stock up for the apocalypse.
So I love this because I always am picking shit up during the week, and I was like, hey, this could be a fun opportunity for Mark to show off what he's picking up, what I'm picking up. I can't fucking goddamn talk. I've had such a long day at work. Mark, we need a fun name for this physical media segment. You know what I was thinking we could call it? I thought you were going to pipe in with something silly.
I had something in my head, but then it just like completely vanished.
Mine is super crass. It's super crass, dude.
That's what I was trying to go for.
Show me your disc, man. Show me your disc, man.
Ooh.
What do you think about that as a potential for a title?
Good.
Show me your disc, man. Or exposing our discs. We could go there too.
Show me your disc is
Show me your disc, man. It's got to all come together. Show me your disc, man. All right, so there you go. Show me your disc, man. This is our new physical media segment on the Matt and Mark Movie Show. And Mark, since this was your idea, your baby, you expressly were like, "Hey, I want to fucking talk about this. Remind me to tell you something on the show." So, Mark, take it away. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to show us?
Dude, how do you want to do this, by the way? Because I guess I have 3 that I could potentially talk about.
Well, definitely lead with the one that you were texting me about. Be like, hey, man. Because Mark has been texting me all day about this.
Here's my story behind this one. And, of course, it's blurred, so I'll have to hold it up. This is Glory. Here's a sad but kind of funny story behind this. This was the first movie I cried to. Because it's super depressing.
I don't know why. I'm not laughing at you, dude. It was just phrased very funny.
I think this is the first time I when you see adults cry through a movie and you're like, hey, you fucking losers, and then you
said that.
Then you watch
this. You're saying that about your parents. They're like, fuck you.
There's but there's this moment where you become an adult and you're like, oh no, I have feelings.
You're like, now I'm crying.
It was Glory, and I think I remember I didn't want anyone to see me, so it was at my grandmother's house, so I ran to the bathroom.
You ran to the bathroom to cry because of Glory. Okay, can I confess something?
It's a very sad movie.
I've never seen Glory. I know it by reputation. I know that it stars Ferris Bueller. I know
it's got a great cast.
I know Denzel Washington is in it. I have never seen it. I'm also not a big Civil War guy. I don't love the Civil War. Just as a time period.
Yeah, it sucks. But during when I was a kid, because I was homeschooled, my parents took me to all those Civil War battlegrounds as part of history. So I kind of was into it, I suppose, because of that. And then my dad introduced me to this movie.
Damn.
And I think it was probably one of the first R-rated movies I was allowed to watch, but only because it was a historical movie. And I guess it's mainly violence. And I haven't seen this since I was a kid. I don't know anything about it anymore.
And now you can cry in any room. You don't have to go to another room.
There's nobody here.
Let me ask you a personal question. Are you watching it with the knowledge that you think it's going to make you cry again? Like you're watching it so it gives you that experience?
No, if a movie can move you emotionally, it probably means it's a good movie. So,
I agree.
Like I said, I haven't seen this in years, and I like Edward Zwick. Even when I was a kid. So it's kind of like I'm basically going to experience this again for the first time.
Almost for the first time.
Anything about it. All I know is my emotional reaction to it, and of course, dear Lord, it's old. But anyway,
1988 or 89, one of those.
Yeah, I think. And,
I know about the movie. I've just never seen it. I could tell you that Ed Zwick directed it. I could tell you that it came out in 1988 or 89, one of those. I know the cast. I know what it's about. I've just never seen it.
Here's the thing about Civil War movies. A lot of them are they look like shit. And there's something about that time period that's just fucking
It's just
sucks.
kind of, it's
and
just a little sucky.
Aesthetically looks like shit. You know what I mean?
There was an Ang Lee. I think there was an Ang Lee one that I tried to watch, Ride with the Devil. And I didn't like that. Every time I try to watch a Civil War movie, except for A24's Civil War, I do tune out a little bit. But no, I was just wondering because I was like, oh, is he putting this on with this knowledge? Like, oh shit, I'm gonna watch this and I want to get emotional. I want this reaction. Like, if you don't cry, are you gonna be like, fuck?
Like, man, life turns me into a
Life
fucking psycho.
hardened you. Yeah.
So that's, I guess there's curiosity to that, but also because they're so rare, I suppose, to find a good one. There's this one, and there's also another Civil War movie that I liked when I was a kid called Andersonville, which was directed by John Frankenheimer, and it was a TV movie, and it's one of the most fucked up prison movies you'll ever watch. But it was a TV movie. I recorded that on VHS, and I used to watch it constantly.
I'm going to break something to you. That is not going to be available on 4K, Mark. I know you are a 4K man. Mark gets mad if something's not on 4K. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mark, don't even bother looking for that on 4K because I fucking know it's not on 4K.
Oh, by the way, I do have a funny story to tell that it also involves physical media. Should I show the next disc?
Just go for it. Show me your disc, man. Show me your disc, man.
Okay. So the next one is this is probably one of the first ones that I've picked up in a long time. Here's a funny story about this one, though. I'll send you the movie I made because I made 2 videos of me. I'm like, hey man, it's the first time I've put physical media in. Dude, I totally fucked this up, man. And you'll see. This has multiple discs.
Oh, yeah.
I pulled out this one, which is the 1080p one. So I watched this fucking movie.
You watched the Blu-ray. You watched the Blu-ray. Mark, you have to look for the little 4K UHD on the disc.
Yeah, I know. I was so excited that
you gotta look for that. We should say, by the way, the movie that Mark is holding up is Showgirls. Yeah. Mark was talking about Showgirls. All right. Mark, okay, what else you got, man? Show me your disc, man.
And, of course, the last one is someone gifted me this, which is Event Horizon. It may have been you. So, I was going to open this, but it's not 4K. But I think I'll still watch it because I love Event Horizon. So
listen, I'm going to tell you, this is where Mark and I differ. I don't mind a Blu-ray. I love a 4K. If I can get a 4K, I'll get it. But if a movie's only available on Blu-ray, or there are certain titles that I'm like, I don't need to this isn't going to have that much of a visual upgrade, I'll just keep my blue. Like, I have a bunch of blues from my old Blu-ray collecting days. I'm happy to keep those. I screen them. I think they still look good on my TV. Unless someone is expressly like, you need the 4K of this. Your Blu-ray looks like dog shit. Then I will get motivated. But usually, it's just kind of, to me, it's just about having the movie, whatever format. Yeah. If it's 4K or blue, I'm kind of just happy with that. But I know you are hardcore 4K. You want everything 4K.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Even though I watched Showgirls in 1080p, the transfer is so good. I couldn't really tell the difference, to be honest.
It's also
really
welcome
crisp.
to the world of Vinegar Syndrome, where everything... Listen, not every boutique is like them. You should watch some of these YouTube videos now that you're getting back into physical media of the YouTube of the Vinegar Syndrome authoring plants, how they restore these movies, how fucking in-depth the treatment they give them. Vinegar Syndrome are artists. Not every 4K from every boutique label is going to look that good, I can tell you. But the Vinegar Syndrome ones are special. That's why they're so expensive.
Is Arrow similar to them, or do they?
They're pretty similar, but I find Arrow's good, but I find that Vinegar Syndrome is unmatched in terms of visual quality. The only thing that sucks about them is that Arrow has a better selection of titles. Vinegar Syndrome is mostly schlock, which I like.
No, it's so cool though.
But it's
like
great.
They get the original negatives and they
really go to town, dude. You should see that
nuts.
YouTube video. It's fucking awesome. It takes you into their facility. It's the shit. Cool. All right, man. My turn.
By the way, one last thing, really quickly, is going back to what you were saying. Do you remember also in the early Criterion days, there would be some. Especially when they had to license something from Fox Lorber, it looked like total shit. Yeah. Do you remember that stuff?
I remember that.
Anyway.
But now, thankfully, again, and it was because of Blu-ray. A lot of that stuff got cleaned up and looks fantastic, especially from those random Fox Lorber, Kino Lorber, those things. They look great now. And some of those movies, Blu-ray is going to be the best they're going to look. Also, there's just basic shit. 4Ks are more expensive to produce, so a lot of boutique labels won't be as likely unless they know it's a surefire thing. So Blu-ray is probably still your best bet. But here's what I got, man. Show me your disc, man. Oh. I got a couple things. I'm gonna start with the big fun one first. I got Gods of Egypt 4K.
Yes, it's a good one.
Mark, I got this. Here's another one that you can start. I don't know if you're going to be into this, but I like to thrift some of my 4Ks. I got this on eBay, $5.
What?
Brand new. It's a combo. Comes with both blue and 4K. Mark and I have been fucking nerding out and trying to get Tommy Nuggets to watch Gods of Egypt.
know.
I think he did, and we never heard from him. I don't know. I don't think he liked it, or he just like avoided it.
Chat.
He was like, bye. So I got Gods of Egypt on 4K. Wait a minute. Now here's my fun boutique ones. This one is the one I'm most excited about. As you know, I'm a big Scream Factory guy, and I'm a big Universal Monsters guy. I got the 2010 Wolfman.
Oh, shit.
This is from Scream Factory 4K. Check out this slip, dude. That is an original slip, original artwork commissioned for the release. And this is the cool thing. So they give you this nice slip cover. I also keep the original theatrical artwork underneath. So I have two types of artwork. I've got the commissioned one and the orig underneath. And I'm really stoked to have this because I just rewatched this for Halloween and I fucking loved it.
By the way, is that a 4K, right?
4K and Blu-ray.
Yeah, that must look good. Because that is a good-looking movie.
It's a good-looking movie, dude.
Yeah.
Good-looking movie. So there you go. I got Wolfman, 4K Blu-ray. Awesome pickup from Scream Factory. And it's loaded with features, dude. They fucking loaded this thing up. Yes, all the effects features and shit are on here. Because, it's all practical wolf effects. And finally, more Scream Factory. This is a blue, though. This movie is not going to get a 4K release. I got, I'm a big Elvira fan. I got Elvira's Haunted Hills. I have Mistress of the Dark, which I talked about, but this is the sequel, kind of. It's like another Elvira adventure where she gets transported into like an Edgar Allan Poe story.
Oh, that sounds cool,
but
actually.
She's still Elvira, but everybody else is like of the period, which is kind of funny. But it comes in this sweet, I don't know if you can hear this. That's a hard box. It comes in like a chunky box.
That sounds like you're knocking on like a solid wood table.
Yeah, dude. That's me knocking down Elvira's boobs. They sound like wood, right? Elvira's Haunted Hills is the movie, and it comes in this sweet-ass, chunky box. Hard box, dude. I'm not saying Elvira has a hard box, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? There you go. Our inaugural installment of Show Me Your Disc, man.
That's pretty good, no?
I think that was a lot of fun, dude. It was also fun just seeing the shit that you picked up. I had a good time with it.
I'll try to get to... I have some crazier stuff coming in, I think. To match...
Same.
Because you do, like, the boutique cool shit. This not so cool.
I've got... No, that's still very cool. To me, any movie is cool. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not a judgy. But yes, I just happen to like boutique-y stuff. I have some boutique-y stuff coming this week. I'm still waiting on I pre-ordered Beetlejuice, because I loved Beetlejuice. I don't care what anybody says. I fucking loved it.
I loved it too,
pre-ordered the Steelbook that is glow in the dark. It's got this cool lighting effect. It's going to like glow, like emanate this kind of green glow on your shelf. I'm waiting for that to ship. Can't wait.
By the way, can I say one thing more about physical media before, though? Yeah, this will be the really quick thing. The one thing I noticed, though, it's like, when you get to the boutique stuff, that's where the excitement pops up, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Like, sometimes collecting the regular studio releases, it's just like, it's not as fun. But when you get these, like, this thing is just packed with goodies.
Packed with features and looks incredible, I bet. I don't own that version. I want to get it. I have a pretty standard Blu-ray version of Showgirls that I watched. And by the way, if you are wondering how to watch Showgirls, it's on Pluto and on Tubi right now. You can watch the whole movie with ads, but it is uncut. It's uncut.
What?
Yes, I checked it over the weekend. It's all the boobs, you can everything. They left nothing out. Like literally, you'll be watching.
Left the imagination,
dude. It'll be like a Chase Bank ad, and then Elizabeth Berkley will be like screwing Kyle MacLachlan's brains. 1995, we're taking you back. Showgirls, directed by the one and only Paul Verhoeven. So this is between, he made Basic Instinct in 92, then he makes Showgirls 95, then he makes Starship Troopers 97. So
dude, that's an amazing run.
Dude, think of his run. Let's even go back. 87, Robocop. 90, Total Recall. 92, Basic Instinct. 95
That's fucking
Showgirls,
insane.
97 Starship Troopers, and then if you want to get real nutty, 2000 Hollow Man,
That's right. That's actually one of my
which
favorite
also was a
movies,
really
to
good
be
movie
honest.
too. To me, the guy hasn't made a bad movie. I never saw that Nun movie. What is it, Benedetta? Benedetta.
No, I haven't seen that one either.
Haven't seen that
wait,
one
where's
either.
also the one he did about that? It was the one he did about that she had made a video game and she gets assaulted. That one I did not see either, but I heard good things
What?
about it.
I don't know that
It's
one.
like it's where is he from? Verhoeven originally? I forgot.
I think he's
Anyway,
from inside of a German bratwurst.
anyway, he made it in Bratwurstville because I think he had made so many considered bombs, even though they're fucking awesome movies.
They're all awesome.
But I think he went back to his original, because he started out like in his own country doing, and I've not really seen any of those movies. There's something that had to do with an orange or some shit in the title, and you know. But yeah, he has like, I actually have. Oh shit, that'll be nice for when I get back. But I have a box set of Verhoeven's early works in DVD form.
Oh,
before
shit.
he started making American films, and that's at my other place. But
There you
that
go.
was really cool. I never watched it.
Now let me ask you this. Did you see Showgirls theatrically? I don't know anybody our age
Dude,
that actually saw it theatrically.
My dad thought the end of the world was happening. There's no way I was going to the theater to watch boobs.
'Cause I
my
remember it
parents
was-
would have to probably take me.
It was NC-17, and I remember that it was like impossible. Like, I remember, even as a kid, I was just kind of interested, like, hey, boobs. But it's not like I could get in. Nobody would, and no parent was taking you. You couldn't even buy a ticket, like, hey, I'm going to buy a ticket to 12 Monkeys and try to cross the hall to Showgirls. Because if there was a guy standing outside of the Showgirl, like a bouncer, there was like a guy
Really?
standing outside of every screening room showing Showgirls at my local as a kid.
Wow.
Yes. So you could not fuck around and sneak in. There was always a guy there who was watching.
By the way, I actually was always wondering how they handled NC-17 movies, because I don't think I've ever seen one in the theater.
That's how, dude. That's how. They usually will have someone set up mostly now
Wow.
theaters won't play them. Just because people get up in arms and they come out and they're like, how dare you disrespect Jesus? How dare you do all whatever? And then they just don't want to do it. They're like, if they're associated with a big chain, they're like, AMC Theaters is like, we are not going to upset our corporate overlords. We are just going to toe the line and show Wild Robot. We're not showing anything else.
Yeah.
The only thing wild about us is the Wild Robot.
You know what the crazy thing though is, like, when I watched this movie after all these years, it is surprisingly tame. There's not as many sex scenes as I thought. It's not as like crazy as I heard stories of back in the day. And maybe it's because now we're also used to things that are a little bit more.
Well, I think
I don't know, I
internet
think
internet
things have gone-
porn has desensitized everybody, so it makes this seem tame, right?
No, but I mean, if you just listening,
If you would have seen this in
'95
95
that I think were worse.
But don't you think if you would have seen this in 95, you would have been, oh yeah, I 100% agree. I think Harvey Keitel's Bad Lieutenant is way more obscene than this movie is. There's other Abel Ferrara movies that are way more obscene than this movie. You ever seen The Funeral, Abel Ferrara?
No, I
Jesus
haven't.
Christ. I'm not even going to go into what happens in The Funeral. I'm just
Well, I mean,
saying
you
there's
have
some
also,
shit in there.
Lars von Trier's films, You're
Yep.
seeing like.
But his
slow
stuff
motion
only plays on
balls.
the coasts. It's not like I can go to AMC and see Nymphomaniac. You know what I mean? I can't go see Antichrist at my local
Yeah, that's not
Cinemark.
going to be in Ohio.
Yeah, exactly. You see that in like one theater in New York. It's probably like the Angelica or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. I did think sexually, if you're looking for like a shock value on Showgirls, I thought it was also tame. The thing that stunned me the most rewatching it, because I watched this in college. That's how I found it.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it was part of the whole movement. We should say this movie is obviously, for the people who don't know, this movie is a giant cult classic. It's become a camp classic. When it originally came out, like all great camp cult movies, it was dismissed, considered a horrible bomb, ruined the careers of everybody involved. People couldn't get away from it. It was like a source of embarrassment to mainstream Hollywood. And then weirdos like me discovered it and started to like screen it at parties, show it at colleges. People started to write dissertations about it in books, and all of a sudden it became like it was like The Room before
It's
The
the
Room.
room. Yeah,
It's The Room.
that's what I was
It's
saying.
exactly right. It's The Room. So I used to watch this in college with a mutual friend of ours, Ariane, who introduced me to it.
Oh, really? Was she
So
like a huge fan of it, by the way,
huge fan,
or was
dude.
it more
Huge
of
fan.
like?
She taught
But
me
it
about
wasn't
it.
like a make fun of it thing. Did she actually like it?
No, she was mocking it. She liked it
Oh,
because it was campy. That was her attraction to it. And I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I think she was watching it sarcastically. She was not like watching it and being like, wow, this looks great. You know, she had nothing but all her positives were silly things about the movie.
Got
So
it.
that's
Well,
the first
maybe she
lens.
can call in and tell us.
Yeah, that's the first lens that I watched the movie with. Was me being like, oh, this is a fucking silly movie. And rewatching it last night, I watched it with the producer in the booth, and I gotta tell you, I did not find it silly. I laughed at a few things, but I was kind of like blown away by how fucking crazy and serious it gets. And there are some like real crazy turns that it takes that it was not the good time that I remembered.
I think it's actually, to be honest, I'll probably surprise everyone because I heard so much campy. Like most of the time, people talked about it. They're either making fun of it or it's like it's approached from a cult class. I actually thought it's a really good-looking movie. I thought the storyline's compelling. I thought Elizabeth Berkley did an awesome job as that character. I legit think this is a good movie.
Oh, I
And
agree.
I will fight for this movie.
I think it's a good movie, but I'm going to disagree with you. I think Elizabeth Berkley is awful. I think she is legitimately awful in this movie, but here's the weird thing. I enjoy her awfulness. I enjoy watching her be awful because there's something inherently weird about her performance. Have you ever met any foster kids? Have you ever met any real foster kids that have come out of a foster situation?
No, but I will say that I have met some very attractive women that act like that.
strippers.
I know it sounds weird, but there's something about like when you're like, I look like a fucking goblin, but I've hung out with women that are so gorgeous that they have this intensity and confidence to them, and I think she nailed it. And it's a very specific person, but it comes across as bad acting, and like they have these like anger issues and like crazy.
Dude, she snaps at anything. She just.
I know.
There's like a
I
word.
have met people like that.
From scene
and
to
this is
scene,
such a good
you
depiction
don't
of
know
that.
how she's going to react to a given line. That's what I picked up on last night. And this is what I was trying to explain to my wife. I was like, I knew a foster kid growing up. And they were similarly like that. They were like unpredictable day to day, where it's just because of their housing situation. And it's like, you didn't know what the fuck was going to set them off. Like, you could say something completely innocuous, toothpaste, and that would be something that would trigger them. And it would be crazy. But that kind of like on edge vibe where the person is constantly just like on the brink of flipping out. That's Elizabeth Berkley in this movie in every single scene. There's not a single scene that she's not like that. And
you know why I think that is, though?
It's fucking unnerving.
I feel as though that's like the point of it. I mean, everyone's like, she's in this industry that's fueled by like cocaine, and people are just constantly taking advantage of you. Even the way the characters talk to each other in this normalized way, when the guy is like, in my opinion, by the way, this is all my opinion. I don't know if this is true or not. I haven't read too much about this movie, but there's a scene where the original club owner is saying goodbye to her and kind of like congratulating her on her new venture. And it's like, you can tell he's sincere, but maybe he's just like, they're in such a fucking weird industry. The way he phrases it sounds funny and awful, but to him and her, I feel as it's like this moment between them where like, yeah, we're from this fucking terrible situation. No one's coming on you anymore. I mean, it's sort of like, it's like this weird compliment, but in their world, it makes sense. So
It's one of the great lines in this movie.
World, you know what I mean?
It's one of the great lines
sense?
in this movie when Robert Davi is like, must be weird not having anybody come on you. I busted out laughing, Mark.
It's
because I
funny.
just
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
agree.
fucking ridiculous. Because that's the thing. Robert Davi says it with complete conviction. He says it and he means it. And I think what you just said is interesting. Because you're right. To them, maybe that was a sincere goodbye. But the delivery of it...
Though it was.
The delivery of it and the line itself is fucking ridiculous. It's one of my favorite lines of the movie because it's just so fucking out there and out of nowhere. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's like, if you're a normie who's not been in the sex industry, who is just like a guy, right? You know, clearly I got Elvira movies on Blu-ray and shit. This is not my life. I don't know these fucking wackadoo people. But like, maybe to them, yes, that is normal. But to me, when Robert Davi from the fucking Goonies says, hey, it must be weird not to have anybody come on you, that shit makes me laugh, man. Come on, you didn't laugh? You laughed.
No, of course, like I said, I did laugh, but at the same time, if I put myself like in their shoes and I'm trying to understand the environment they come in, it actually funny. I just gonna come to. But if you think about it from, like I said, if you approach this from their perspective and how it's a fucked up industry and how look, I go to work, I edit videos, and then I'm like, the stuff these people have to deal with is fucking crazy. So of course their reactions and the things they say are going to be extremely different from normies. So I feel as though like if you plant yourself in their shoes and you kind of see like, I mean, think about it from her perspective, or all the women in this, all these dudes are trying to bang these women, and they just have to live with this constantly getting like sexually assaulted in their eyes. They got eyes on them. Everyone's trying to take advantage of them. If you look at every single character and how awful a lot of them are, it's like, I think you would go crazy if that was your life. If everyone is just after you.
There's just so many weird quirks and ticks that she has to bring it back to Elizabeth Berkley. Like, I was thinking about this last night. I was like, what's up with her random obsession with chips? She has an obsession with potato chips in the movie, and they make not one but two scenes. There's a whole scene where she comes home after she sleeps with Kyle MacLachlan, and she's like, "Oh, where are the chips? Boy, I found the chips." And she does a whole thing. And even the roommate knows it's a problem. She's like, "Nomi, stay out of the chips." I was like, what the fuck is that about?
Well, actually, you know what it is? I think it's also like their lives are also extremely controlled by like the club or like the casino. If you notice in one scene, she's like, they ask her what she wants to eat, and she's like, I would love to have a burger, French fries. And they're like, no, brown rice and boiled chicken. All she's eating is this fucking boring meal. I would love to. I mean, it's such an American thing, too. You want chips? Like, I've been cutting out sugar and chips and shit. Dude, you fucking want it so bad when you cut that stuff out or people take it away from you. So I kind of understand how that goes. And there's a couple scenes, like I said, where it deals with food and all the restrictions she has imposed on her. It's almost like she's not a real person. I think that's why in the end she goes, I basically found myself, because she doesn't want it. And the other thing cool about her character is she doesn't want to fuck people for money. She makes it a point that she's not a whore. She doesn't do things. She doesn't want to take it. She doesn't want people to take advantage of her, and she doesn't want to get ahead by sleeping with people. And she always says no, which I think makes her she has some crazy things that she does, but morally she has a very firm standing throughout the movie. And I love that this book. Another brilliant thing about this movie, by the way, really quick, I love how it bookends with the guy in the pickup truck. It's actually a really well-made movie.
Because of that bookend, I thought about this last night, and I was like, this could be totally me. This could be me just making something up. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not even kidding. I think this movie is a secret Western. Think about it. You have a lone stranger into a town, rides into a new town they've never been in with a past. We don't know anything about this stranger. We just know there's something shady in their past. They're going to try to make a new life. While they're there, they meet with other dangerous people. We now get that there's maybe some kind of a criminal element afoot. And our hero, let's say, in this case, Nomi Malone, has to survive. And at first, she kind of lays low. And then she kind of starts to make a name for herself. And then by the end of the movie, once wrongs have been done to her and we discover who she is, she takes revenge on the people who hurt the ones she loved. She even gets a fucking cowboy hat put on her at the end, and she fucking hitchhikes and rides her way out of town into the sunset. And last night, I was like, this is a Western. The fucking crazy thing about this movie is that Paul Verhoeven was like, I'm going to make a Western, but my Western is going to be about showgirls. I know that sounds fucking ridiculous, but if you watch this movie like that, it's all there for you the whole time. She's treated like a gunslinger. Even the way that she dances is very much it's
It's
like
super
it's like a
aggressive.
gunfighter. Every fucking move is aggressive. Like we were laughing about it because we were like, they should call this like hate dancing or like weaponized stripping or like the way that she moves is so fucking angry instantly. There's no
it's like
build up.
short, quick movements. It's like
Yes. It's like hyper violent. Even like the bit, I was just laughing at how fucking over the top and forceful and aggro everything was. Like when she's at the fucking audition, not the auditions, she's in rehearsals once she makes it onto the show to Goddess. There's a moment where the fucking shot comes in real low. And the guy that's working with her is like, thrust, 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 thrust. And she's thrusting really hard in the air right in his face because he's making sure her back is arcing up high enough. And it's it's the aggressiveness of it makes it ridiculous. But if you think about it from the Western standpoint, it's her using her gun. That's what she's doing. She's like a fast gun. She's aggressive in terms of being a gunfighter. She's just like fast with all her moves, fast on the draw, quick, 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 hard, hard, hard. And it's like every fucking time she never hesitates. I don't know, man. I felt like I had unlocked this like third eye all of a sudden. And last night I was like, this movie is a Western. Oh my God. And I started seeing like all the little hints, all the little details along the way. But I think you are also now making me see it in a different light because you're absolutely right. These people are in a completely different walk of life. So to them, these things seem ridiculous to us, but to them, they are quite normal, I guess, right? Or their attempt at being quote unquote normal.
I mean,
their attempt at like,
you know what? I guess it's because that's all they know. It is normal. You know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, look at her past. Like when it's finally revealed that she used to be a sex worker, it's like that's pretty much been her entire life is just like getting away from creeps essentially. And this is her like one chance to get out of that. And even that guy she meets in the beginning who's always like, meh, he's always trying to get her to not go. He's like, they're going to do all these terrible things to you. And she's basically trying to get to these positions where she doesn't have to do terrible things. And then when she finds out that even though you get to the top end of this like showgirl world, you're still doing the same shit. Like when that guy took her to the to the
auto show. Yeah.
So it's sort of like at the end she has this like you feel as though she's progressed because toward the end she's like, you know what, I actually don't want this. This is not good for me. I actually just want to be a decent human being and not be like, you know, ogled and treated like shit. And I think she got the cool thing about this movie is though you're literally seeing her go from the bottom all the way up to the top. And that last shot is so brilliant.
Oh, with the billboard.
Where the camera goes over the billboard to her going, and then because there's that push, so you know she's going to LA and maybe she'll do some acting or something, and maybe something that's more legitimate.
I think she turns into a movie star next, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I think she turns into a movie star now. It's almost
like it actually has like a very uplifting.
It's like Maxine.
Too.
It's like Maxine. She's like a sex worker, right? But good. And then she's going to become an actress. I think that's the future of what Showgirls is. Hey, can we talk about how awesome Kyle MacLachlan is in this movie and how crazy it is that in a 2-year span, he came off of being in the Flintstones, being the villain in the Flintstones movie, to going to Showgirls and being the villain in the Showgirls movie. Isn't that nuts, dude? I thought about that last night. And then I was like, even crazier is that guy who's always buttoned up, because at this point, right, America has only seen him as Dale Cooper in Twin Peaks. We saw his butt, as Jess likes to point out. We saw his butt. But think of that, okay, more than just the butt, though. How crazy is it that we saw Dale Cooper violently have sex in a hot tub? That whole scene is like a fight scene. It almost feels like a fight scene, does it not? When they're like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Paul Verhoeven weaponizes sex and dancing in this movie where, like, when they're fucking in his pool, it honestly feels like a fight scene. The way it's shot, I think how hard it is, how aggressive, the way it like it's taking a toll on their bodies. Like, I'm amazed that guy didn't have fucking whiplash. I was like, how is he not dead?
I mean, it kind of makes sense to me because it's sort of like, it's not an act of love. It's just pure lust. So it's going to have a different feel to it. And because most of the stuff in this movie is pure lust, like you even see some of the side characters, like those 3 cowboys, as the camera's moving away, that guy's still staring at her. And I think it's definitely on purpose the entire time she's walking, and you just see him looking at her in the background. So it's
Yes.
like everything is done from this perspective of lust, and there's no real love. Like the one real love that she thought she had was this guy, and he was just doing the same shit to every girl.
Yeah, he's a
So it's like
hustler. He's
so
hustling.
if you think about it, it's like if you're surrounded by mistrust and lust, it's not going to be an act of love. It'll probably be something more aggressive. It is because it's more animalistic almost. You know what I mean? Does that
Dude,
make
to
sense?
me it goes beyond animalistic. It's like two people trying to beat each other up with their genitals. It's like, how can I punch my way into your genitals? That's what it feels like. There was a
It's
moment,
like-
there's a shot
It's
that's like
the
super
Kool-Aid guy
wide.
crashing through the wall.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Dude, there was like a crazy shot that's like from a profile and they're in the waterfall. And I swear, I was like, if that's not a body double, Kyle MacLachlan has an amazing set of back muscles because there's no way you wouldn't have broken your back doing this. I was like, is he alive? Is he okay? Like, is that why he didn't move around in Twin Peaks The Return? Because he used all of his body, his animation, his muscles
He was crippled.
for this fuck scene in Showgirls?
By the
Also,
way,
I have something
love
I want to
that shot,
ask you
by the
about
way, when he
Verhoeven.
puts his. Oh wait, speaking of that scene, really quick. There's that one shot I thought was because I love the way this movie looks when it's the waterfall and he puts his hands through and you see him obscured and his
Oh, yes.
hands go. It looks so.
Well, that
cool.
was my thing too, really quick, about that whole scene. I was like, that's when even before he does the bit with the guy where you think he's gonna yell at the guy, get out of here, don't ever fucking do that again, and then it's revealed, oh, you idiot, I was just messing with you, now she's gone, and we're like, oh, he's not on the level, because up to that point, Kyle MacLachlan, he's like a red herring. We're supposed to believe that he's a good guy. And here was my thinking about that sex scene especially. I was like, if he was a good guy, the funny thing would be for Paul Verhoeven, all these other things are like super hyper violent. But like, if that guy was a good guy, if they had sex, if it was like really simple and it was like missionary and it was totally boring,
It's boring.
then you would know that guy. You're like, that guy's safe. That guy's like a good guy. But when he fucks her like crazy outside of the pool, you're like, that motherfucker's villainous. Right?
It's like that guy's been doing that shit for years.
So here's what I wanted to talk to you about Paul Verhoeven. There's a famous story about Paul Verhoeven making Starship Troopers that I always think about. It's a true story. Where, it's a very simple scene. It's not even a big deal scene in the movie. But in Starship Troopers, there's a point where everybody at the academy co-ed shower. Men and women are together showering. And it's not sexual. They're all just there kind of talking. It's done very
And they're,
like whatever.
trash talking each other.
They're trash
too.
talking
There's
each other. It's like
nothing-
army
yeah.
shit. But
Yeah.
so the actors would feel less awkward about it since they were naked. Paul Verhoeven supposedly took his clothes off and directed that whole scene naked. And
Dude,
I
you
want to
imagine
know.
Spielberg did shit like that.
I want to know if Verhoeven directed this whole movie in the nude, because if he's doing that shit on
Maybe.
Starship Troopers, there's no way he's not butt naked at least half the schedule on Showgirls.
By the way, here's another story my friend told me. Like, apparently there was like Verhoeven and a lot of people that worked on this were like super blasted on coke, and he said that in the script, Verhoeven was like, "She's gonna be the Oscar-winning performance," and he thought it was he. I believe my friend was because my friend loves this movie and he's a dancer too, so I actually would really love to see the movie with him. But he was saying that like Verhoeven and a lot of people thought this was going to be like this epic, amazing movie. And I was just like, it just reminds me of me when I get excited about stuff. And it's like, it's going to be the greatest thing. And it just fucking fails.
And it bombs.
I think that's why I like this movie. It's like, that's my life.
Dude,
It's a
I
fucking
laugh
failure.
so hard. This is horrible, but I laugh so hard. There's a scene when the guy the hustler guy who's like, I wrote this dance number for you, but he's just doing that to fuck women. But like, there's a bit where he's like, come see my dance performance. And they go to this club. And he's doing his, like, fucking interpretive dance bullshit, and the crowd is so mean to him. They're like, fuck you, loser! Get off the stage! We want the real dancers! And I started laughing hysterically because, A, full-blown hatred in movies is funny to me. It's just comedic. It's naturally funny. It's like when we talk about watching a character scream out in pain. It's just funny. And I was laughing so fucking hard at that, but now it makes me laugh more when you say shit like that, when you're like, this movie for somebody is like, they believed it was going to be this thing, and then it comes out and it falls flat on its face, and that shit is the equivalent to me of get the fuck off the stage.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, that character, like, he definitely gets his comeuppance where he's just like,
Oh, several
his
times.
wife is his life is completely fucked. He's got a kid he doesn't want, and at the
Yep.
end, it also bookends with the T-shirt line, which is like that's why I think this movie is very well put together and thought out. I don't think it was like half-assed in any way, shape, or
No.
form. I think it's
I
like a
think
really fucking
here's
well-made movie.
here's what I think. I think nothing is half-assed on the movie except the acting is strange. And I'm not even calling that half-assed. I just think that it is. I think everybody's trying to keep up with this energy, and some people can make that happen and make it feel natural, and some people can't. Because I agree with you. I think the script is there. I think the cinematography is fucking gorgeous. It's Verhoeven, so you know it looks good.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking story. It's a great hook. Most of the performances are good. I would say that, like, Gina Gershon, who we haven't even talked about, is fantastic in this movie. Kyle MacLachlan is fantastic in this movie. And Robert Davi, those weird sort of side characters, everybody is good. To me, except Elizabeth Berkley, who I think is it's just fucking crazy. I think it's just hard. It's the nature of this character. I'm not trying to hate on her because I realize that it is physically fucking difficult, this role. To do this and probably be nude every day, humping the camera all the time, dancing around, acting crazy. I get it. But
It's physically and emotionally demanding, probably, for sure.
dude, you could just see that she's not up to it. Like, especially when you see her in scenes with Gina Gershon, and Gina Gershon is so fucking good, man. She doesn't have to do. There's not a lot of big stuff from her. She doesn't. Besides the accent, I know she has
But
a
they are
ridiculous
two
Texas
different
accent.
characters, though.
Agreed. But think of the other showgirls that are in the show with her. You don't see much of them, but they come through
No,
very
right.
real. Like the girl with the braids who actually sabotages the other
Dude,
girl.
that scene is nuts.
Fucking awesome. And you can get too. I love the little hints. That's the kind of stuff in this movie I love. Is like the catty drama. Like when she throws the pearls or whatever that is to trip the other girl, right? And then later, after she sees Nomi push Gina Gershon down the stairs, and she's like, "Hey, maybe I can be your understudy." You know, she's already thinking about how to hurt Elizabeth Berkley to get that
Yeah.
part.
It actually
It's
makes,
so-
doesn't it? But doesn't it also make it seems like so simple what you just said, but it also those simple things make the story extremely complex.
Yes,
too.
and those
like
simple
I said, it's
things
all-
are very
everything ties
complex
together. Right.
to layer into a movie. You have to
Yeah.
have because you don't make a big deal about it. It's that bit I just told you is all me extrapolating from the fact that we saw her sabotage and we know that she covered up for Elizabeth Berkley later. We know immediately what that girl wants. She wants what all the girls want, but the thing is she's willing to go the extra mile. So in my mind, I already know she's planning to hurt her without
Yeah.
without the
Well,
movie suggesting it at all.
this movie does have a lot of great setups and callbacks, and they deliver too. It's not like
Yeah.
they set things up and they just you forget about it. It's very much like life is beautiful. Lots of great setups and very satisfactory like bookends. I think he did a great job with that, and it makes those characters feel more real, even though you're just seeing like little bits and pieces of them. The fact that you could come have that scenario and it's believable and real, and you could see it happening, makes this movie actually a very fun movie to talk about, and actually makes it a lot more complex than I originally thought it would be.
Dude, even the bit too, another bit like that too. Again, it's hinting so that you know Kyle MacLachlan is evil, but it's used in a way where she discovers it. Is when she's initially told at the yacht show, like the guy's going to try to fuck her and bring her home with the Asian businessman. When he's like, "Hey, let's go hear Caesar sing." Later on, Kyle MacLachlan says the exact same thing to her. And he's like, "Hey, what do you mean? You never heard Caesar sing?" And then here comes the
Oh.
Caesar guy, and you're like, "Oh shit, he's bad. He's gonna do something bad." Because
I
bad
missed
guys like
that
this.
one.
Yes. I caught that too, and I was like, this is another way that the movie sort of tips its hat to you again. In case you were on the fence about him being a bad guy, he's the fucking bad guy.
Actually, you know what's crazy? Because you're bringing up all this stuff, and a bunch of the things you brought up I missed. I was like, wow, that actually means this movie probably has a lot of rewatchability each time, because then
Oh,
you get
yeah,
to pick
dude.
and see little things. Because like I said, this is like I haven't seen this movie. This is basically my first time seeing this movie, so
Well, they're also
it's
fun,
nice
just
to know
little
that I can rewatch it.
There are fun little Easter egg gags too. Like I don't know if you noticed, but the shitty strip club that she works at, Cheetah's, has ads all over town. Even in when she comes home later from Kyle MacLachlan's apartment, she's already been cast in the Goddess show. The taxi has a Cheetah's advertisement.
That's cool. By the way,
for a strip club.
Talk about world building then. Didn't everything feel so real? Like all
Yes.
the backstage stuff felt like you were actually backstage. The
Yes.
state, by the way, the epic staging and some of the numbers they produced for the performances are fucking incredible.
Yeah, dude, I thought that
really good.
I thought that opening number was
The
crazy, but then
volcano?
you look at the volcano's crazy, but then there's a crazy bit later where they're in like biker gear, like sexy biker gear, and there are like Harleys driving along like rafters and shit. And I was like, holy shit! Like,
Right.
Not
They feel
only
like real Vegas shows, right?
captures real Vegas 100%, but also the set design and art direction to capture that and do it not only accurately, but to plus it up for the screen, like movie stuff. Movie Las Vegas got to be larger than life, even larger than the real thing. They pull it off, man. Like it's all believable and nuts.
And also they even use a lot of like, those locales that are so well known. I mean, you've been there recently, so it's kind of like you really get the feel for Vegas almost. It's like it doesn't feel like you're in a studio backlot. It actually feels like everything's there. It's pretty amazing actually.
For the
It's very
record,
detailed.
when I went to Vegas, I did not go to Cheetah's. I did not see Cheetah's and I did not go to Cheetah's. But I did see Showgirls. I did see a Showgirls show in Vegas. I saw
really?
Dita Von Teese's
Oh,
god damn, it was called
it's like a what are they called?
Dita Las Vegas is what the show was called.
It's like a burlesque show, right?
Yes. Because it's like you
I
can't
heard
go to
it's super
Vegas.
fun.
It was great. You can't go to Vegas and not see a Showgirls show. It's like that's like Vegas 101, man. You go, you get some slots, right? Then you go see a Showgirls show. Then you like eat a bunch of food. That's Vegas, man. And I saw magic. I went to a magic show. Yeah.
Was it Chris Angel?
No, God, no. I went to Shin Lim. Limitless. Shin
I've not heard of that
Lim.
guy.
He's like an Asian guy with like emo-y kind of hair.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's like,
You mean Shin Lim isn't a white guy?
Shin Lim is not a white guy, Mark. You may have thought he was a half white guy, but he's actually all Asian. I support the Asian community. Mark, actually, you should, if you're ever in Vegas, you should go see Shin Lim's show. He's fantastic. That's my free advertisement. My free advertisement for Shin Lim. Mark, wait, is there anything else we want to talk about with Showgirls? Like, I'm just so curious because you have such a unique perspective on this movie.
I would say that I do agree with you. Some of the acting is a bit weird. I know I don't want to talk about this because anyway, trigger warning, there is a sexual assault and it's not funny. Sexual assault, not funny. Even in movies. There's something though about the way those three guys acted where it was just like
Jesus. And that's the other thing. Up to this point,
by the way, I wanted to bring that up by the way. She fucking totally. This guy whispers in her ear that he's obviously has bad intentions.
He's a scumbag,
and this is the one character thing that I think was a terrible thing for her. He totally fucking sets her friend up to be sexually assaulted because she knows what the fuck is gonna happen. That scene to me, I feel as though ruins the movie.
I agree. I also didn't like the fact that you have a certain type of drama, a certain tone. You get the campiness, yes, but like that scene comes out of fucking nowhere and I completely forgot about it. Like, I get why it's there. You need to give her a reason to kill the guy later, right? Or to kick his ass. I think she kind of kills him. But like,
they set him up at the beginning because you think.
But here's the thing: is that we don't need that scene. I argue we don't need it because we already know A, she's the hero of the movie, but B, I think even if you would have just been told, like if the girl would have come home hurt and then she would have been in the hospital, like you didn't need to see it. It would have been enough for us to go, oh, she's going to go hurt the guy and we were going to be on her side. I think showing it takes the movie, it breaks the tone of the movie where now it's not this like campy catty drama. Now it feels like real, but he kept the aggressive style that he shoots all the dancing with and applied it to this. And it felt like super out of place. And very weird.
Very uncomfortable Yeah,
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
you don't want to watch it, and I think it's
No.
like, but like I said, on top of that, I feel that it also ruins her character of being like wanting to get away from this. If she's, it
Yeah.
almost felt like I was like, there's parts of me where I was just like, it almost feels like she knows what's going to happen, and she's purposely screwing her friend over, but for what reason?
I don't
It
know if
didn't
she
make.
knows what's going to happen, but it's certainly like playing fast and loose
Yeah,
with your friend's life. Cuz
yeah,
she knows that guy, that rock star guy is a scumbag. But I think maybe I'm going to defend her for a moment and say maybe there's a possibility that she's like, "Oh, maybe he's just a freak and I'm going to show my friend a good time." And she's not playing it to its logical conclusion, but you're right. Like
yeah,
she plays it very cavalier with someone else's life.
yeah. And like bad shit happens too. It's like it
Yeah.
does. It definitely like that's the one scene where I felt was like, oh shit, this is like,
Super
uh,
out of nowhere, too, dude.
yeah. It
Where you're
definitely
like,
like, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're right.
Like,
It's like it goes full stop. But anyway,
yes.
the rest of the
You're
movie
having
outside of that
fun
scene is
laughing at people gyrating, and then you're not having fun laughing at people gyrating. You know what I mean? And you're like, wait a minute. Is the joke on me?
yeah. But overall, the movie is like. By the way, do you know how many different versions of this movie there are, or is this like what we watched essentially, and what all these copies are the same thing?
I think they're all the same thing now. I don't want to lie and say that this is like the definitive cut, but I think in terms of like all of your new releases for this is the cut. But wait, I want to check
Got it.
something. Showgirls alternate cuts. Let's just see. Alternate versions Showgirls.
Can you imagine like the daytime TV edit for this thing?
Here we go. According to IMDb, because of its NC-17 rating, some video rental chains like Blockbuster would not carry the movie.
Oh, wow.
So they had to make an R-rated version of it.
Maybe
So
if they carried the movie, they wouldn't want to be out of business.
That's right. The R-rated version is only available on VHS. So if you pick up the VHS copy of it, it's R-rated. So you're probably going to have a lot of stuff that's
Interesting.
gone. The edited director's R-rated version created for Blockbuster Video is 128 minutes. Yeah, the version we watched last night was 131, I believe.
Oh, wow. Let's see. No, I can't. This will be boring if I looked up the runtime. Anyway, actually, I have a question for you then. Because this was my first viewing. You had seen it before. How many years
Yes.
ago was it since you saw it?
I mean, dude, I'm probably 20 years or more.
Did
Easily.
you come out of it with like a better experience? Did you like it more? Did you like it less?
I got more out of it this time. I think when I initially watched it in college, I was a college kid. I was I was 20, 21. I was laughing at it. I thought it was silly and funny. I was enjoying. I just saw it as boobs and cult comedy, and that's all I saw. And look, a lot of that is all still there. I'm not pretending like this is some amazing cinematic text. That's fucking bananas to me. No. But I did get a lot more out of it this time. I think I was able, as a 41-year-old man, I think this time I cared less about that stuff and I got more into like the cattiness, seeing how Paul Verhoeven layers those character beats. And so it's a very economic way of telling you that's how this character is going to react to Nomi. This is what this character wants from her. And doing those setups and payoffs, I was much more into the what Verhoeven was doing with the movie, the rhythm of the movie. But I also I think I was also able to look outside of it and be like, I can't imagine. Like again, there was a moment last night. I think I blacked out during one of the many fuck scenes, stripping scenes, where I was like, is Paul Verhoeven totally naked directing this? Because I kept thinking about that story from Starship Troopers.
The reflection, and it's just Verhoeven's dog.
It's a massive German guy, completely nude, with his bratwurst hanging out, and he's like, because Verhoeven's intense, dude. He's intense. Have you heard him speak at all?
Oh yeah, his commentary. I love his commentaries. They're like the best. I'm actually looking forward to his interview on this disc. Actually,
dude, he's intense
crazy
as fuck. So imagine that guy being like, "I want you to lift your pelvis into the other pelvis," like, you know what I mean?
He's the character that's yelling at her.
Yes, thrust, thrust, thrust. That's how he said.
By the way, can I say what is your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene in the movie and it's just so crazy. It's a perfect mix of the out of the box dialogue, but it's got the catty drama. I love the scene where Gina Gershon takes her to lunch and they talk about she ate dog food as a kid.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a weird bit where, and I keep thinking,
the other chip scene, right?
yes, I thought about this again. I was like, why the fuck would Elizabeth Berkley do this? Because there's a moment where Gina Gershon admits, I know what puppy chow tastes like, whatever. So you know, okay, she's come from like a trailer park background. She probably had to eat dog food as a kid. And the funny part of her story is that she enjoyed it, right? But then Elizabeth Berkley doubles down and says she likes dog food too. And I didn't know, I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, did she say that as like just to kind of, plus up to the bar
thing?
Not a bonding thing, but to be like, you're not going to outdo me. You're not going to out tragedy me. I also know the taste of dog food. Or was she just like talking shit? You know what I mean? Like making it up?
Can I
keep
make
wondering?
a point?
I love that scene, but I love it because it makes me think about that kind of stuff.
That's cool. And can I take that from like kind of a kind of a plus for Elizabeth Berkley? If you look at her character, she's actually very naive. She actually thinks she's falling in love with the guy that wrote her that part, the dance part.
Yes.
And throughout the movie, she has many naive moments. I think that she's actually been, because she is naive, she's been taken advantage and had to have this terrible life. But I think she actually had a terrible upbringing, but she's still kind of like a good person underneath all that, and still a bit naive because she falls for things that after all that time she probably shouldn't. So she has like a little bit of like of a positive nature
I guess
left
so,
over.
but maybe also too it could be if she is so naive, she needs those moments to show her, oh, I shouldn't be as trusting, or oh, people have the ability to lie. Like, that sounds dumb, but like for a character like this, maybe that's why those things are kind of in there and she acts that way. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got a lot more out of it this time watching because it's raising these kinds of questions.
Yeah, but I'm going to your point, actually, if you look at it, every character lies to her, and that's what causes her to bounce, because everyone's got ulterior motives around her, and she can't really tell. And when she opens up to other people, they take advantage of her. So it's sort of like at the end when she does say she finds herself, it's actually true. She saves herself from it because she's been taking advantage all this time, and now she's making this concerted effort not to be taken advantage of.
She saves herself from Vegas, so she leaves.
Yeah. I mean,
I do love that. I love that bookend too with that guy.
The other way to think about it too is like, look, that's a huge thing to leave. She's got a billboard with her name of it. She's guaranteed money. Everyone's throwing money at her. Her life is set up to be successful, but at the cost of her soul. So for her to leave while seeing her face on a billboard, which in the United States would be considered like a huge accomplishment,
Totally.
We love celebrity and all this shit so much. So if you think from her perspective, to escape that, to be at the pinnacle of this industry and have to leave and see her face and be like, you know what, I'm still fucking leaving. That's a pretty bold move to do, no? And yes, she did beat the shit out of that one guy.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is that the movie's way of telling you that she killed the guy? Do you think she killed him? And that's why she's leaving town, because that's what she did originally. It was around murder, and then she left.
But think about it this way. Look at how the bad things of other characters are covered because they generate money. I feel as though they would have covered that up for her because she also was doing something that was like to protect her friend, and that guy was fucking awful, and I think they would have protected her. But she doesn't want to be in a world where you can assault someone, be protected, and have no repercussion. I think she actually has quite a conscience, which is why she leaves. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I read into the character, sort of. She still has, like...
I like your idea that she saves herself.
I could be totally wrong.
But also that part of me did make me think, like, oh, had she just beat the guy up, because she says I kicked his ass when she tells the girl goodbye in the hospital. I was like, she's
fucking kung fu
lying.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, like, I was like, she's lying, because she did a dance move and spun on that guy's head. I was like, that guy's dead, or he's a vegetable. And she leaves town. So that, to me, if you're leaving town, it means you've done a murder. If you're leaving with the express that you're not fucking coming back and you're hitchhiking out of town, even though you got your face on a billboard, she got to get out of town, man, because she killed. She's a murderer.
Think about it this way. If she does have a conscience, look at it this way. She pushed someone down the staircase, face no repercussions. She beats this guy up, will probably face no repercussions. So for someone that actually still has like a fragment of a conscience left behind, you probably don't want to be your life where you're just like, you're being enabled to do bad things. You know, she really doesn't want to do bad things at the end of the day, I think. She wants to be a dancer and make money and survive and not have to like have all these creepy dudes like blowing loads around her. You know what I mean?
Must be weird not having anybody come on you. Hey, Mark, according to Google's AI, this is what Google's AI says. Nomi does not kill the guy in Showgirls, but she does attack him until he loses consciousness. I think that is... I don't know about that.
I feel as though it's kind of neat. It's sort of up to the audience to decide. It's vague enough where it could be either or, which is kind of cool.
But
there's a lot of
shown
interpretation you don't
kicking and
nice.
doing a fucking spin move. The spin move she learns at the show, where the guys, you gotta tighten your spin, she does that fucking spin move on that fucking guy's head. He's dead, Mark. He didn't lose consciousness. Mark,
he deserves.
You watch MMA, when you see guys get fucking kneed in the face in the octagon, Mark, did that guy just lose consciousness, or is he dead or vegetized?
Well, fun fact about UFC, no one's died. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, no one's been killed.
Are you going to watch that Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight?
Well, no, you know what? I'm watching that John Jones fight. That's going to be the shit.
Okay, well, I don't keep up with MMA.
Beat the crap out of Steve
and I have
Miocic.
Netflix, so I'm going to be watching Mike Tyson fight Jake Paul.
I want to see Tyson fucking decimate Jake Paul. I'm really
I want
hoping
that too, but
fucking
don't you think
his
though
head.
that it's been bought though? They're not going to let him walk into that. I think it's been bought.
Yeah,
and paid
I don't
for.
know what. It's sort of like the last match he had, where it was like he had
Dude,
to like hold back. You know,
if Mike Tyson
fucking destroys this guy.
If Mike Tyson leaves town, we know that he committed murder and he killed Jake Paul, is what I'm saying. Just like Nomi does in Showgirls. He does a fucking spin dance move on the head. If you do a spin dance move on somebody's head, Mark, they're not just unconscious, okay? They're dead, Mark. If that guy's got to eat through a fucking straw, he's dead, Mark. You know what I mean? Like, that guy's just not losing consciousness. It's over for him. Anyway, Mark, wait, you asked me, so let me ask you. Did you have a favorite scene in Showgirls? What was your favorite scene?
Let's see. I think
it was the scene where the monkeys got loose.
Dude, that scene, by the way, one of my favorites, my favorite scene is when that one lady like tells the kid to shut the fuck up, and the kid's like, that shit makes me laugh. But my favorite scene though is when that guy's like, I'm a cunt, basically, and he's like, yo, scram, get at it. I fucking love that scene where if they're narrowing all these dancers down, and you just realize how cutthroat the industry is.
Yes.
But it's also this like douchey guy that's see, scram. Oh, I love that scene.
That guy is awesome. Good. I do like that guy too. Yeah,
he's
when
such
he's like,
a turd.
You've got a lot of baby fat. See you next year.
The one is like, get your ears fixed. She's like,
yeah.
And this poor girl has done
like,
all these fucking.
You told me to get my nose
surgeries.
fixed, so I did, and I got my lips fixed. He's like, now get your ears fixed.
And you know how you were saying that like if the movie continue on, and that you have all these scenarios, right? So for this character, her scenario, she keeps coming back, and they're just like, I gotta fix this thing. It's
she
crazy
just becomes a surgical like doll, basically.
Yeah. But that's pretty cool about this movie. It's like if you think about the world building is so good in this movie that
world building.
Even after you're finished watching it, you can still see where these characters are going or what could happen to them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a sign of a good movie, I guess. Look, I guess what I'm saying is, I would call Showgirls a good movie. I think it's a very good movie. I think it's a very good movie with some very questionable acting. That's how I would put it. Because there's a lot there. I'm with you. Script-wise, story-wise, tonally, there's a lot there. But if you're just coming to it for the surface level stuff of like, right, TNA, but also, hey, I want to see something silly and stupid and campy, that's there for you too, right? If you want to dig in more,
sure.
There's stuff underneath the G, as they say.
This movie's got something for everybody.
It
If
does.
you're a degenerate whack-offer, you can watch this movie. If you're into
You
cinema
degenerate
and you want a
whacker.
more detailed
If you're German,
story
like Paul
experience, it's got
Verhoeven's countryman, you'll get a lot out of this, especially the way that he abuses the humans in his care. You'll get a lot out of that. If you
the
like,
movie actually.
if you like wildlife, you the monkey scenes in there. You got monkeys.
It does feel like whatever he wanted, he got in this movie. He's like, I
Yes.
want to see some monkeys. And then they're
Well,
like, fuck it. We'll do
Doesn't
these
that feel like
goddamn
somebody
monkeys.
was
And there's
like Paul
3 or 4
Verhoeven
of
was
them.
like, "What is this Vegas? It's crazy. I want the absolute insanity. There should be chimpanzees running in every direction." Like,
Well, think,
you're like, okay.
Actually, if you think of like, I think it's hard for us to grasp how crazy things were because like we live in this insulated world where everyone just likes to stay at home. But this was the fucking 90s, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
even though I was homeschooled and was sheltered during that time, I still knew that the outside world was fucking crazy and busy
Yes.
and everyone's running around doing shit. And I think this movie captures that period where people are outside and looking for fun off the fucking internet.
Were you? Let me ask you a very simple question on that note, right? Because you're homeschooled, right? But you still acknowledge the outside world is crazy. Did you know immediately that guy was going to steal her suitcase? Because I got to tell you, I knew straight up off the bat the minute he was like, "Leave your stuff here." I was like, "Nope, that's a red flag."
Yeah, I kind of, and I was like, the guy looks like fucking Elvis impersonator.
Elvis, yes, dude. When the fucking interesting bit of casting. When the evil rock star guy is shown at the end with the long hair, did you think it was the Elvis guy with a wig for a second? I was like, is this motherfucker who stole her suitcase?
They have the same bone structure.
Yes.
It's like it's his brother. Hey, maybe they're brothers because
Maybe they're brothers.
I feel so he knew somebody in the. It's like my uncle. I thought he was gonna turn out to be like rather than some bookend character. I actually thought he would be some persistent character throughout because his uncle
But
worked
like,
in
what's
Vegas.
he gonna do with her suitcase? It's not like she has anything of value.
He's just gonna wear women's clothing.
I guess so.
Is he gonna sell that shit?
Do we think it's like a kink?
Maybe he looks weird. That dude.
He was
as soon as I
fucking
saw that guy, I was like,
weird.
that guy looks fucking
Like, I don't
crazy.
trust that motherfucker. So there you go, Showgirls, directed by Paul Verhoeven, available to watch on Tubi if you want to be like that. But you could also get the 4K from Vinegar Syndrome, like Mark did.
Yeah, and whatever people say, it's a very good-looking movie.
Hey, Mark,
Thank you.
do you want to do Rex?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna wreck you! Wreck you! Wreck you! Wreck you! Wreck! I'm gonna wreck you! Wreck you! Wreck you! Wreck you! Wreck
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Thank you. Oh yeah, don't do that anymore. Hello everybody. Welcome to Get Wrecked. This is the point of the show where we tell you what we have been watching on our own, things we want to talk about and discuss. And Mark, let me see what I got so far. Because I got a couple things that I want to talk about.
I think you also have one that you and I could talk about together.
2. Yeah, 3. I think I've
Let's see
got
how many I got.
maybe 4 things to talk about, but
Okay.
Let me
Let's see,
get something. Let me get something off at the top, though. How about this? Let's do this. Maybe I'll go. I'll run through mine, and the last one I'll do will be the one we can discuss together, and that'll
Okay,
bridge
yeah.
to your Rex.
That sounds perfect.
So first up for me, I did make it to the theater a couple weeks ago, and I saw Venom: The Last Dance. And I don't think I talked about it on this show, but I did want to give that movie a shout out and tell you it is very fun. I know.
Wait, hold on one second. Some fucking audio's playing on my phone for some reason. I don't know
weird.
why. What the fuck is going on? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you. I
weird.
just don't want to have any audio interfering. Sorry.
I saw Venom: The Last Dance. I really enjoyed it. Again, maybe you want to take my opinion with a grain of salt because I have enjoyed all the Venom movies. I kind of accept them for what they are. They're very silly. They remind me of like fun, dumb Saturday morning cartoons. They're just like, who cares? I'm not like other people. I don't require a lot from my superhero cape shit. I don't care.
These are the only fun Marvel movies now, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need I fucking hate shared universe shit. I fucking hate having to do homework. I fucking hate how self-serious all this. You guys have heard me talk about this shit. To me, these are at least fun. They are fun superhero movies, and that's why I like them. I don't care, even as a Spider-Man fan, I don't care that Spider-Man has never shown up. I could give a fuck less. I just have fun.
It's actually a good thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I just have fun watching the Venom movies. I love Tom Hardy in the role. I think they're silly and fun. To me, I think I look at them less as superhero movies and more just as like fun monster movies. Like that's what they are to me. That's why I think they work. And this one works too. It's no exception. It's a nice fitting end to this trilogy. I think you will get a lot out of it, Mark, especially because you like the other two movies, right?
I do. I love them. There's
yeah, you're gonna have a good time with
movies
this.
of recent. Oh, okay,
yeah, you're gonna have a good time with this.
Should I go to the theater? I know I've had trouble getting there.
If you want to have like a fun experience, I'm gonna tell you. If you have an opportunity to see this in a large format, go for it, because it is fun. I got to see a large format. It looks great. There are some really fun sequences. They do a lot with, speaking of Saturday morning shit, they do a lot with, how do I say this without spoiling? With other symbiotes that if you're a fan of the Venom look and that world and getting really weird, they do some fun bits with other symbiotes and Venom turning into different things, which is really fun too.
Dude, I want to see that fucking horse.
Dude, the Venom horse is fantastic, but he turns into a couple other things that are amazing. That are really just fun and kind of inspired to look at. But really fun. They bookended it nicely. It feels truly like the end of a trilogy. Do I think it's going to be the end of the Venom movies? No, because it's making a ton of money, and I think Sony's going to find a way to make another one. So there you go, Venom Last Dance. I do also want to mention I saw another new movie, The Substance. I finally saw The Substance.
Oh, I still need to see that.
So our buddy Tommy Nuggets, I don't want to out him too much, but he, as he said on our show, he said it's his favorite horror movie of the year. I wouldn't go that far. I think this movie was overhyped for me, but I liked it. It's a wreck from me, but it's a soft wreck. I think there are many other horror movies that did much more for me. I know horror is super subjective. But
did you have a soft wreck during Showgirls?
It's a... I had a semi. I liked The Substance, but I'm going to tell you something. It's too fucking long. It's almost 2.5 hours long.
It is?
For a body horror, 2.5 hours is too long.
Dude, I thought it was like an hour 30.
No, Mark, it's 2.5 hours. And also, here's the other thing about The Substance. The Substance is, to me, it's not a scary movie. I wasn't going in thinking it was going to be this big scary movie. Here's the thing. It's more like a thriller with horror elements in it, with body horror elements in it. And I think it was a bit of a tougher watch because I just did not like the visual style at all. It feels super... It's almost it's my same complaint that I've told you, like with Requiem for a Dream, where I'm like, this is just style for style's sake, and I'm just, the style is so abrasive and in your face, it gets in the way of the storytelling sometimes for me. But that said, I liked this a lot more than something like Requiem because there was substance there. There were cool things and themes to hang your hat on, and I loved Demi Moore. I thought she was amazing in the movie. But
that's what I hear. The reason to watch it is just
she's
mainly for her performance.
Great. She is fantastic in the movie. Is it my favorite? Not even close. But it is a good movie. If you're looking for something new and fucked up to watch at home, check out The Substance.
By the way, I had this perception that it was kind of more like almost in the realm of like a very Cronenberg-esque movie. Is it in that realm at all, or is it completely different than that?
I think... To me, it reminded me more of like when Lovecraft shit gets really weird. Like, remember Color from Space?
Yeah.
The Nick Cage movie?
I like that movie a lot.
Okay, remember the fucked up body horror that happens at the end of that movie? That's this whole movie.
Oh, okay.
So to me, that is kind of Cronenbergian, but like that almost feels like not accurate anymore because Cronenberg doesn't really do that anymore.
I guess I should say 90s Cronenberg.
Yeah, but even this feels like it's its own thing now. I feel like he kind of went one way with that, and this is now kind of like, it's very clearly like, I would put this in the same, you got to be in the mood for this kind of thing, but I would put it in the same company as like Society.
Oh, okay.
street trash, body
But
melt.
those are like schlocky fun, right?
Yes, and this removes the fun, but it's got all the schlock. I know I'm not selling it. It is.
Terrible. Ray.
It's
They
interesting.
removed all the fun from it.
They've removed all the fun. There is a lot of fun gore at the very end, and they go heavy on the gore. Heavy.
Oh, okay.
Like fucking crazy heavy on it. But it just didn't do much for me by the end. I just was kind of more interested in seeing what everybody was talking about. And on that front, I can recommend it. Like, if you want to just know what people are talking about, you dig on stuff like this, it's worth a watch at home. Again, not my favorite, not even going to touch my favorites list. But fun enough, let's say. Okay.
Damn, I was kind of hoping you'd be more blown away by it actually when you mentioned in your rec. I was like,
I'm sorry.
wow.
Sorry to tell you.
And,
I
well,
was
the other thing
not.
that throws me off now is that it's like, in addition to that, it's 2 hours and 30 fucking minutes.
It's punishing because here's the problem: is it has some cool ideas and it does something cool, and then it beats that thing into a dead horse for about 30 extra minutes, and you're like, I got it, next, and it's just a stylistic thing. I think there's a way to do that and have it feel good, and this just didn't. Which I guess is kind of maybe the point, but I don't know.
Now I want to watch it. You sort of also intrigued me.
Speaking of body stuff, on the flip side, I watched an old comedy that I have not seen in a long time, and it was fucking amazing. Jess and I wanted to just laugh, so we put on Multiplicity, the Michael Keaton movie where he clones himself. Dude, have you watched Multiplicity recently?
I think I saw it like a couple years ago, and I wanted to see it so badly because as a kid I remember the posters, and I finally watched it. I was like, damn, Michael Keaton's fucking hilarious.
Dude, he is hilarious in this, and the movie is it is so funny. I know, again, comedy's subjective, but to me, in our house, it played like gangbusters, dude. We were laughing our fucking asses off. Like, you would have thought, like, remember the way we'd go see a movie at Allen and people were like clapping and whooping at the screen? That was us, and we weren't even
really?
drunk. That was us during Multiplicity because we were like cackling and just laughing with the movie and having such a good time. So I really do want to recommend Multiplicity. It's on Prime Video right now. They have a nice transfer of it too. Ooh. So yeah, if you want like a fun, high concept comedy from the 90s, good movie comfort food, Multiplicity. And finally, another new movie, and this is one that Mark and I are going to talk about. I finally watched, Mark has been recommending it for weeks, and I finally watched another Mark rec. I watched Transformers 1, and I loved it.
Wow,
I fucking
awesome.
loved it.
Dude, it's gorgeous too, right? I know I'm always approaching films from the look, but goddamn, this one's nice looking.
Well, this is the thing too with like new animated movies. They are fucking beautiful. Like, it's kind of amazing. The playing field for visuals, at least for animation, everything is operating at such a high level. The quality of the image is so nuts. The depth, the details, like, dude, to me, this is the most Transformer movie ever made. It all takes place on Cybertron. Every main character, there's no fucking humans, there's no Shia LaBeouf, there's no who cares. It's all Transformers. Like, and it fucking works. Like, when I saw the trailer for this movie, I don't know if you saw the trailer before you saw the actual movie, Mark.
I did, yeah. Because of the trailer, I want to see the theater, actually.
Oh, the trailer makes it look like a winky comedy, like Lego Movie, where it's like, haha, we're going to be playing with Transformers and kind of making jokes about it and that kind of stuff, being like real Deadpool, like breaking the fourth wall about it. And it's got a little bit of that, like enough for fans. But the cool part is, it's more than that, dude. It's a fucking story about betrayal, about watching two characters grow apart. They're like, I wasn't expecting this movie to go like so serious. It is surprisingly brutal,
mature.
Super mature storytelling. I loved it, man. Like, I think more than it being a prequel, to me, it felt like the Megatron origin story, where you were really seeing how that character kind of comes into power as who he is. And it was fucking awesome. Like, his whole arc, by the end, when you see where Megatron ends up, it was awesome. And dude, listen, as an old school Transformer fan, like a G1 fan, the original Transformers, the movie, it was fun to get all the references, see all the stuff again, clearly a theme for me. This felt like a big Saturday morning cartoon. I was laughing and having a good time
The
just
wave
watching this
joke?
great transform. Dude, shockwave, soundwave, everybody wave. Yeah, like fucking great. That stuff is there if you want it, but there's also like super mature Transformers storytelling. It's
And
amazing.
dismemberment galore.
Dude,
By the
I
way-
read. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, didn't you feel as though like this is the direction the Transformers series has to go? I was like, yes, no live action. I'm so tired of fucking these stupid people and these dumb characters that are humans.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
don't
this is
need
the
you to come to
like, he was like,
Earth.
yeah,
Stay on
it's like,
Cybertron. Yeah, dude.
this is Transformers to me. It's
100%.
like, fuck
100%.
yeah, I want to be here. I don't want to be on Earth. Like,
Fuck
I want
yes.
to see some cool shit.
I don't need human stories. It's uninteresting. They're always the worst parts of the movie. The
You
Transformers
see
were
less Transformers as a result.
way less Transformers and way less action. And like, it was cool to finally see like, hey, we're gonna fully pay off these really crazy like I forget how crazy Transformers is. Like, well, we have this thing called the Matrix of Leadership, and we have all these elders and the original Prime bots and what that meant, and like.
The lore is awesome.
But the lore is fun. It's lore on lore on lore, but it never feels like too much. Like every bit of lore you get in the movie, you're like, whoa! Like it just intrigues you if you're a fan, where you want to keep seeing it to its logical end.
And if you're not a fan, I
loved
think
it,
it'll
dude.
suck you into the environment and the story.
especially to the
other-
voice cast too, the humor in the voice cast will get you. I was really,
Yeah.
I thought Chris Hemsworth was good. I think I liked him a little more than you did. But I
I
gotta
just thought
say,
he
dude,
sounded drunk.
I gotta say, I thought Brian Tyree Henry, who's not
He's
trying to
amazing.
sound like Megatron, he's doing his own thing, is fucking fantastic. Like,
That
legitimately
by the way,
good.
was a great decision. I'm so happy they were just like, this is its own realm. We're trying to get away from the Michael Bay movies. The
Yep.
other thing, like what you said, the one thing I thought of was like, yeah, it has like all these mature stuff, but at the same time, it's like, okay, it does, because I wasn't expecting that. But as a result, it's an extremely well balanced movie.
Yeah,
It's like
100%.
it's got
Yeah.
everything in it, and it's all done perfectly.
Yes. I agree 100%, dude. And again, like it's got that mature storytelling. It's got unique action. It's visually appealing, but it's also got the jokes. And if you want Transformers Easter eggs, there are GoBots jokes in here. There are so many
No,
good
it's really good.
callbacks to the original series and the original movie, even when I don't want to give things away because I want people to go see it. But Mark, you were totally right. I loved it. So thank you for the rec, dude. I had a blast.
of
I'm
course,
so
man.
glad I watched this. I loved it. So awesome. Fucking
Yes.
great movie. Transformers 1, I'm not even kidding. Highly recommended. It was just great. It was just great.
That was like,
actually,
I think that was the surprise of the year for me, because
I
I'll
think,
be
yeah.
honest, I wasn't expecting much out of it.
I think as of right now, it might be the only animated movie of the year to be on my favorites list for 2024.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty
I
good.
Really,
Damn.
I really enjoyed it a lot.
It's an
Mark,
amazing film. Oh,
what do you
yes,
got
sir.
for Rex, dude?
All right, let me see. I have 4 too. Let's see. How should I do this? I'll go animated first, and then I'll go down. Let's see. So I saw Pick and Run, which I loved. I hadn't seen that one since I saw it in the theaters many years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
That was like such a well-made, awesome movie. And you were right. The sequel was a pile of dog shit. I just had it
Oh,
in the
shit.
background as I was rewiring my house, and I was like, wow, they didn't. It's like they didn't give a shit. They're just like, let's just take
Oh.
the name. Every character sucked. Like, I hated the fact that it's like, I don't like when animated movies do that thing where they're like, the kids are smarter than the adults. You gotta listen to the stupid kid that has no experience. It's like, shut the fuck up. Kids suck. You should be listening to their dumb advice. They're idiots. They have no life experience and they're morons. Shut the fuck up, kids. You're idiots. And the other thing I watched was Frasier, which was fucking amazing.
Hey, dude,
been-
Frasier has
Dude.
been so good.
Wednesday, as soon as it hits 12, I'm looking to watch Frasier, because it's every episode is awesome. I don't know how caught up you are, but they're bringing
I
in
just
a lot
watched
of
the
old...
Murder Mystery one, Murder Mystery Party.
Dude, that one was fucking hilarious.
They've all been fantastic this season. Mark, they've been so good. True story. The new season of Frasier has been so good, it made me and Jess start rewatching the original at the same time, too. So we rewatch the original while we have dinner. and then we watch the new one at night. That's how fucking much we like
That's
Frasier.
so cool.
It's
But
great,
it's
dude.
crazy how well written it is, and it's like, you know what it is?
Yes.
It's that when life is crushing and all these, it's like you just get bad news, bad news, bad news. Everything's instability, instability. Then you go to Frasier, and it's like nothing has changed. Everything is just that beautiful little world they created. They're
Yeah.
not trying to go current and do all this stupid shit. It's just like you're just watching. It's literally just the continuation of the show, which is fucking awesome. And they've handled like some of the characters not being there perfectly.
Yes,
And,
and also
I don't
too,
wanna
the new characters are so
accidentally spoil
awesome,
stuff for
dude.
you.
I love Alan. Alan is my favorite.
Dude, Alex.
Alan is our
Did you
favorite,
see the
dude.
one where he had the assistant as
Yes.
where they was trading the assistant?
Yeah, where he fired David and then he got the other assistant, and the other assistant was like super bitchy about it. Yeah, that was fucking great. I also love every little new bit that we learn about Alan. Like, I am obsessed with Alan. I love Alan. Alan's the shit. He's a fantastic new character.
That was a great reveal too, that he actually likes.
He loves the murder mystery parties. And he's like, how could you? Yeah, she's like, let's start a book club.
I did not expect that at all.
It's fucking great. He has been, I think the show to me is a 10, but he has been my favorite part of it this season. Every Alan storyline has just been phenomenal. It's been so good.
Dude, they talk about world building, just the detail in like the costume design, his hair, his office is the old school double desk. It's so cool. It's a great fucking show. I love that show so
great
much.
fucking show, dude. Yep. Agreed.
And I guess, let's see, the other one I had was Kevin from the For Real. Was it? Oh God, I don't want to fuck up his.
Kevin
podcast.
from The Real for Real.
What? Say it again. I'm stupid.
The Real for Real.
The Real for Real. He recommended a movie called Mads, which is this French horror film. It is fucking awesome. So thank you, Kevin, for that recommendation. I've been watching a lot of his recommendations. They're all awesome. And this movie is like, it's a really cool way. It's like, you can tell it's like a low budget. They've taken like a story that's massive, but they had to apply it to a small budget, and the way they do it is really awesome. So if you're a first-time filmmaker or you want to make a feature, you should watch this movie, because it's a great way to learn how to tell a story in a very economic way, but have like a huge universe. Very cool. And the last one I'll recommend is Night Shift. I love Ron Howard.
Oh, 1982.
And speaking of Michael Keaton, he's in this one too. That's why I saved it for the last one. And he's fucking hilarious. It's about these guys. One of them works in a morgue, and they're trying to find ways to, I guess they're both like, they need money, I suppose, too. And anyway, they find like a hooker, and they're agree to, it's like this movie would not work today. And they're like, let's be pimps. But it's just like and they're running these, like this brothel out of a fucking morgue. It's so weird and funny, and all the characters are bizarre. It's old school New York, so I love it. And you really get a feel for how New York used to be. They even guerrilla shoot in 42nd Street, and it's funny because you wouldn't think like Ron Howard's doing guerrilla shoots. Anyway, there's like people that at 42nd Street in Times Square, and they're looking into the camera, and they're like bumping into the actors, and you're like, holy shit, this was like really made
Really
in the
on the
city.
street.
For
Damn.
real. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you want like a little time capsule of 82 New York, it's awesome. Plus it's a funny movie, and Ron Howard deserves to have his movie seen, because he's extremely underrated for
He's the
some
best.
fucking reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my last rec. But
Damn.
fucking Asham Wing. Henry Winkler's awesome too. He's really good.
There you go. Night Shift from 1982, directed by the man, Ron Howard. Mark, I think that's it for us. We're wrapping up this big-ass episode of Showgirls. We did our new segment, Show Me Your Disc Man.
Yeah, it was fun, actually. I really enjoyed
A credit
that.
to you for coming up with that, Mark, and giving us an
Thank you,
excuse
sir.
to share some fun physical media.
And to buy more shit.
and spend money. Dude, I got more things. I want to say I have 4 or 5 things coming. Yes.
Damn.
I literally have 5 things coming.
I
When
have
they will
2.
appear, I don't know.
Are you going to reveal them on the show?
Oh, I'll reveal them on the next installment of Show Me Your Disc, man.
By the way, I have to say a big thank you to to you and Tommy for getting me back in a physical. You guys made me so like excited after sharing all those little boutique videos that I was like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
went through the Vinegar Syndrome site. Oh my God, it's like you want to buy everything now because it's like almost like you were saying, all these schlocky cult classics are getting these crazy good transfers.
Yes.
I never thought I'd see that happen.
And you
That's
got to, and now's the
freaking
time. Like, don't pull the trigger if you're gonna be buying stuff. Wait, because Vinegar Syndrome has a Black Friday sale. A lot of these boutiques have Black
Ew.
Friday sales. You want to wait, and you'll see those prices roll back, and you can swoop in, get some of those discs that maybe you
shit.
thought were a little pricier than they should be.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Word to the
Please let me
wise:
know.
keep on the lookout for those sales. Right.
Okay, sweet.
All right, that's it for us. We're out of here, and peace. Gina Gershon.